see what we got. All right, YouTube Live is on. And Ms. Court Reporter, you ready?
Agents.
The court calls State of Texas versus Julie Lynn Robeson. This is cause number 2024 CC 7381115. We are here today for a plea. We're conducting the hearing using the Zoom application. We are also live streaming through YouTube so that this hearing is public. We are also using closed captioning on this particular hearing. It's showing up on the Zoom screen. I'm talking a little bit slow so that the captioning can be read by Ms. Robeson. Ms. Robeson has a hearing issue, and her cochlear implant is also broken, but she can read the captioning and she can see the electronic documents that we have, and she can respond to us verbally so that the court reporter can take it down. So that's how we're going to proceed. A little different. Let me give this a try. But my name is Judge Jefferson Moore. I'm sitting by assignment in the Bexar County Jail Court, and specifically for County Court at Law number 4. And if I could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Andrea Mitchell for the state.
Andrew K. Hicks for the defense.
Ma'am, are you the same Julie Robeson who was charged by information with criminal trespass? Is that you, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So it seems like this is working. So the next thing I'm going to do, Ms. Robeson, is I'm going to use a function of Zoom called share screen, and I'm going to show you some documents. The first document on the screen is called the Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video Conference. Can you see that document?
Yes, sir.
And I'm using my cursor to circle an electronic signature. Is this your electronic signature?
Yes, sir.
I'm also going to note for the record that Ms. Robeson does have a little bit of visual issues as well. Her face is up close to the screen so that she can see these documents, but she indicated to me before we got on the record that she could see these documents. Ms. Robeson, your signature here on this document is telling me two things. First, normally pleas are done live in an open court, but your signature here is telling us that you are consenting to do this plea by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
Secondly, your electronic signature here, as well as all of the other electronic signatures in the plea packet in front of me today, you're telling me that those are valid as if they were personally signed. Did you understand that when you signed this document?
Yes, sir.
I approve the consent and I make it a part of the record. I'm going to scroll to another document, Ms. Robeson. It's called the Court's Admonishments. It's a 2-page document. My question for you is, are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with Mr. Hicks?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
I'm using my cursor to circle an electronic signature. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to stop share screen. Ma'am, by signing the court's admonishments, you're telling me that you understand the court's admonishments and that you understand the rights that are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And that you are going to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
The rights you're going to give up, You have the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself and not plead today. Did you understand that before you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the waivers. Actually, before I get to that part, the offense that you have, ma'am, for criminal trespass, the range of punishment for that is up to a $2,000 fine and up to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. Did you understand that before you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments, and I make them a part of the record. Now I'm going to address the assistant district attorney. And ma'am, can you tell us what the agreement is?
The agreement is for a $0 fine, court costs, 6 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the state asks that the judgment be satisfied. Additionally, we will take into consideration 2024 CC 738178.
And did you say 6 days in the Bexar County Jail?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Miss Robeson, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
It is, Your Honor.
Miss Robeson, I'm not bound by the plea bargain. I do not have to follow it. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
But if I do follow the plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
That's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions were filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hicks, are there any such rulings in this case?
None, Your Honor.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, I will allow you to withdraw your plea. We will proceed to trial as if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I have a question for the attorneys. Did we have discovery provided to Mr. Hicks?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I did receive that, Judge.
Thank you. And then one more thing before we proceed. I don't think we established this yet on the record, but Miss Robeson, my understanding, does not use American Sign Language. And once her implant broke, we had no other way to communicate with her other than to use closed captioning. Would you agree with that, Mr. Hicks?
I do agree with that, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's go ahead and proceed. That the next question from Miss Robeson is, Miss Robeson, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
If not, then a plea of guilty or no contest to the offense could have serious adverse effects on your immigration status. Mr. Hicks, do you believe that your client has a factual, rational understanding of the charge pending against her?
I do, Your Honor, and I'll just put on the record that I was able to communicate with Ms. Robeson through text on Zoom, and she was able to audibly respond to all of my questions. We went through all of her choices, all of the different aspects of her case, and she agreed to this plea bargain after discussing all different options, including a jury trial.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that, sir. Do you believe that she's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
I do.
And Miss Robeson, to the offense that's listed on your information, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Do you understand that you can still be found guilty under a no contest plea?
Yes, sir.
Other than your plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, sir.
Did anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, sir.
After going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, sir.
I find that the plea is freely, intelligently, voluntarily made, and she's mentally competent to enter into such a plea, and I find her guilty. Before I do that or proceed anymore, I think I skipped a question. Miss Robeson, did anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, sir.
Okay, let's go ahead and proceed again. Mr. Hicks, is there any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
None, Your Honor.
There being no legal reason, according to the agreement with the state, man, I sentence you to 6 days in the Bexar County Jail. They will give you credit for time served. There is a $0 fine and court costs. The time and the money will run concurrent. This case's judgment satisfied and will take in consideration for dismissal cause number 2024 CC 738178. Miss Robeson, this is a plea bargain case. I followed the plea bargain, so you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm making a certification of this for the record. We'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. I'm going to make one more comment about the proceeding, and that is, while we were in the proceeding, I would also look, when I could, at the closed captioning here. And I must say, it is remarkably accurate in that it's catching what we say, even putting in commas when we don't say the word comma in here. And so my belief is that the captioning that Miss Robeson read was accurate, and so that her answers to all the questions that I had posed to her are accurate answers as well. With that, is there anything else from either side?
Nothing further from the state.
Nothing further from the defense.
All right, I want to thank everybody for their courtesy and cooperation, and Miss Robeson, best wishes to you. This matter is now concluded, and